Hello everyone, Kashimi Kuroi here. Today's video live reaction. Sorry, technically not live, but kind of. Like my last video, I did one for Grand Fantasia, and this video is for my new story called Blackwing. Uh, the story is mostly based on a little bit of Greek mythology and how it's kind of a shonen uh, type manga script, which I'm still working on, and the idea of this story is kind of different than Grand Fantasia. The story is uh, tells that every 100 years there's a game, and in this game there's a new king, and whoever wins to become new king, there's a little catch here. I've been thinking really hard. This is the story that I've been working on since I was in high school. The very first, actually, kind of the very first of all my stories, actually, and I never ever, never actually finished. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna rewrite the story, and I'm uh, gonna tell a little bit different. Maybe do a little put more detail on this on Blackwing. How the characters are many new characters put on this, and how this new main character, the name is Ryuichi, which means son of the dragon, and his last name, which means Sato, which means sugar. So by the combination there, it means son of the dragon, and combination there is sugar. So yeah. Anyways, more to the point on this story, on the very first chapter, which is called by the name, the Sugar Dragon Child. Um, like I said, there's a game, and it's played every 100 years. And as I said, there's gonna be a new king. But as I said also, uh, there is a catch to become the new king. Uh, this new king, well known as the king of the underworld, has to win in a tournament. And by winning in this tournament, they have to uh, fight against other humans. Sorry if you are hearing me right now. I'm a little bit sick. So yeah, so right now I'm sick. I have a little runny nose, so just bear with me, okay? Anyways, so our main character, as I said, his name is Ryuichi Sato, and the story starts a little bit complicated. You may not understand it first, but as I said, I'm barely starting the story, and please just understand it's just the very beginning of this, and this is how I just started. I just started the story, and please don't don't um don't criticize. Please don't say, oh, you barely started the story. Yes, I did, and anyways, just think of this as the very beginning of of Blackwing mostly. And as I'm saying, uh, why do they have to fight against other humans and become lord of the underworld? Well, they have to, because the because they have to win, because if they don't, Earth will be destroyed, and that's mostly uh kind of the purpose of this, because every 100 years the old Lord of the Underworld will destroy the Earth if you don't marry their daughter. So every different Lord of the Underworld have to put their daughter as the prize, kind of like that. So for this uh, new but old Lord of the Underworld, putting her own daughter as the prize for the tournament, it's kind of important because you don't want to die, but technically for from a demon lord or a lord of the underworld destroying the earth and all of the human race being destroyed. So technically, that's kind of the point of the story, and our main character comes in. So Ryuichi, he is chosen chosen to be one of the combatants or fighters for this tournament. So he is like chosen. So how are they chosen? Well, as I'm putting here in the very beginning, each one, if they're worthy and take the name Lord of the Underworld, they have to play. Sorry, sorry. They have to play uh, this game. By how do they have to play it? If they're chosen, they have to have a mark in their bodies, or they're granted that mark. Well, technically, how they're granted is by if by birthmark. Oh, I get a lot of messages. Close that. Close that. Anyways, yeah. So each one, they have to have a mark given them by birth, or given them if they are chosen. Apparently, like even though you weren't given the mark by birth, you are still chosen, even though, because the Lord of the Underworld will give you a mark, and you will still have to fight in the tournament. So yeah, and he will also you will also have powers also granted by you by birth or given to you. So yeah, and this mostly kind of a complex story right now. So I'm barely starting the story. So as I said, please bear with me. I'm just barely starting this story, and I don't. I know. It's very complicated right now. The way I'm actually telling you the story, because as I said, I'm barely starting Blackwing. I'm barely starting this this paragraph, this dialogues, these the story. Well, how the story starts. Ryuichi, he is. At first, I'm thinking he is in a dream, but technically, it's not a dream, and he is really scared. He is terrified. He is screaming. He is in pain and agony. He sees his parents suffer in the hand of somebody he doesn't know. He is trying to know if this is real or is it a dream. Is he even awake? And this is just in my way of writing, how I wrote Grand Fantasia. If you haven't read Grand Fantasia, if you didn't have the time to read Grand Fantasia, I recommend you. Just saying, I recommend you read how I write my story for Grand Fantasia, and you know my style of writing, my style of thinking, how I think each story has to be, and this is kind of a way how I think how each story, each character has to be portrayed of mine. Like for Akihiro for from Grand Fantasia, uh, he's still Grand Fantasia is still in process. I'm gonna be done with the very first volume for Grand Fantasia. I'm thinking finishing it on Tuesday or maybe on Wednesday because I need to think for chapter 6 for Grand Fantasia, and I might need to put chapter 6 for Grand Fantasia on volume 2. So technically, volume 1 is going to be done. So yeah, I'm actually going to be done with volume 1, and I'm working on Blackwing, which Wing 1, the Sugar Dragon Child. It's mostly um, gonna be the very first chapter. So technically, might do this is gonna be the very first volume, and yeah, for Blackwing, it's very starting. So yeah. Anyways, uh, uh, additionally, I'm also planning uh, other names for Blackwing for characters mostly, and I've been really worked up for other stuff. So yeah, right now, uh, writing this is kind of a big deal. I really want to give it a little bit more thought on how this story will progress, and yeah, I mean, it takes time. Anyways, um, if you want me to read you the story right now for Blackwing, I'll do it. I don't mind. And uh, right now, I'm actually seeing an anime right now, and which anime you may be wondering which one I'm watching right now. It's called Ushio to Tora or Ushio and Tora, mostly. Which I have to admit, it's not bad. It's really interesting, and wow, the way the characters Ushio and Tora um, are together. They're like the strict man and the funny man. And Ushio and Tora, you have the human and you have the monster. And Tora is the monster, and you have Ushio, which he is the human. And I mean, like, wow, why am I talking about an anime right now if I'm talking about my books? But still, it's just a recommendation right now, and this is a recommendation of for this show. In case if you want to know for another anime you want to watch, watch Ushio and Tora, Tora, um, and give it a try. It only has 26 episodes. I saw the OVA of it, and I said, I'm gonna see first the OVA. I saw the OVA or OVA, which way you want to say it, and wow, the OVA is darker, so dark, and I'm like, The WTF. WTF. Give it a try. Seriously, give it a try. And also give it a try for my to read um, Crown Fantasia, and the very first volume is gonna be done possibly Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, right now I'm gonna read you the story for Blackwing, very first volume, very first chapter of it. Kind of not technically the very first chapter yet, but if you want to know a little bit, know what it's about, I'll give you a chance. Here we go. Blackwing, written by me, Kanashimi Kudoi. Wing one. I already told you the chapter. Okay. Um, every 100 years, a game is played to choose a new king. This game is played to determine which child is worthy to take the name of the the name Lord of the Underworld. How to play is by each child that is chosen must have a number that is marked in their bodies in which grant them power that they or given to them by birth. The winner must fight against a piece of humans to have the hand of the daughter of Hades in marriage. Now this is a little strange story of one of the children that are chosen to play this game of chance of the gods. Ryuichi, where am I? This is a dream. Is this a dream? Sorry about that. This is a dream? Because I don't know where exactly this place. Hold on. Is that my house? Why? It's demolished. Then you hear like a kaboom. I made a sound effect right there. Oh, got a message. Sorry about that. Mom? Dad? Then he's running to try to see if they're okay. He's screaming, please no, please no, please no. Let them be alright. Kneeling down in pain makes this beginning of the story tragic and sorrow. And our hero sees a shadow coming forward towards the flaming of hell. This person was a god, a man younger than 22. Whoosh. Whimper, 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 whimper. Again, we started with Ryuichi here, and he's still whimpering, which mostly whimper meaning crying. Um, what is going on? This is impossible. A voice calls out, and so in the imagination of yours, would you ever call this a dream? Because I know this is no dream. This is a nightmare. And say goodbye to mom and dad. Eventually, this won't be our last. I kind of stopped right there, so I couldn't think of what would happen after he says, "This won't be our last." Well, could this be our last meeting or our last encounter? That would be actually really good. Our last encounter. So, uh, love to write that down. If you excuse me. Um, our last encounter. And that actually sounds much better. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the video right now, or may I'll. Yeah, no. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna stop the video right now because I don't want to make it so long. May I did do it long. I don't know how long that I did it. Right now, time is 11:21, and I just wanted to make this video for today. Today is Sunday 21st. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give me a comment, and have a great day because still still morning and it's almost time. I want to finish this show, so thank you if you enjoyed this video. Um, just want to say goodbye and thank you.